it's just what is the part of it that bums you out the most? The part that gets me is seeing a casual Bill Maher where he's got the T-shirt underneath the button-down shirt, and
it's very close to the Steve Buscemi, Hey Kids.
Yeah, exactly. Look. Like and then that sad table
with just packed to the gills. Everything's ready to fall over.
But it's also just
and the clinking.
Yeah. He's like reaches over.
He's like a real compulsion to like light things and
keep
ice.
Moving, yeah. He'll be talking to you while doing.
Well, what he'll do is he'll ask a question. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can do it here.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to this summer?
Well, I've really been
like right as soon as it's immediate.
Yeah.
Like you should do it while he's talking.
Yeah. You do it when you're exactly.
So the little things like that are amazing, and then just his general point of view is just turned into grumpy man, get off my lawn.
Yeah,
and he's not interested in what the other person has to say.
No,
he's combative.
He's fighting. He's closed shop in his head. Yeah. Everything I've come up with is the answer.
Yes, the new rule has been
no room
in stone.
Yeah, no room for anything else. And I'm going to be weirdly petulant about it, that you might dare to not see it the way I see it.
Yeah, and then the guests don't seem to know that. Like none of the guests have watched the show. They might have maybe caught up, but in the first bunch, you could feel that they were not expecting to be sabotaged like this.
Where they're just like
pounced on.
They're like, wait, this is what this is?
Yeah.
I thought this was the HBO thing.
Yeah.
Like they're checking the address. They're driving like, yeah, I'm going to do Bill Maher's show.
Yeah.
And then suddenly
they're going up a hill. They're going up
turn
like
right.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
I think I'm going to CBS Television City or
exactly.
studio.
They'll be like in the hills. They'll be just like 0.2 of a mile before I'm here. Where am I going? This has to be wrong. And then they pull up and they like press the button. Hello? Like, come on in. And then you're like going to get buzzed. Like, you do your HBO show from your house?
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is different. This is a cooler thing. Even cooler than real time?
Yeah. No, this is on the internet. Now, there's only one regret I have is because I think I'm okay to say this, but Fred was almost did Club Random when I was talking to him about it. He's like, they asked me to do it, and I'm not sure if I want to do it. And I was like, I would advise you as a friend to not do it.
Yeah,
but as a crew, as this guy that's coming up with this idea to do it, the idea of having you on both,
oh my god,
and potentially cross-cutting or but he's once he saw enough of that show, he's like, I'm not comfortable in that environment.
How could anybody be comfortable in he gets mad that you won't get high with him.
Come on, man.
And he also seems
really
this is also not any kind of like I'm not saying this is any kind of brag or anything because it's not true. He doesn't even seem like he can like hold his like weed or liquor. It seems like he like immediately starts like like words getting slurred a little bit.
Function without it.
Yeah. But he seems like a weird lightweight.
Yeah.
As much as he's into it,
he
also isn't good at it.
Right. Some of those functional alcoholics or addicts can
they roll with it.
They almost are worse without it. Like you kind of want them to be a little stoned.
And he's just like, you see him losing his train of thought regularly.
Yeah.
I think the greatest moment is when he's talking about punk.
I wasn't aware of that, and then I think you sent it to me, and that was the best. I couldn't.
Come on, punk is just terrible. It's garbage. It's like, who wants this?
Yeah, and then the capper of being that there is one group, and you're like, what is this licking my chops? What is this? It can't be what we think it's going to be,
and it is.
It is.
It's going to be Green Day.
They started punk, but then they took it to another level.
Yeah. They just started trying to sound like the Who a little bit. It's like
if you're in Green Day, if you're Mike Dirnt, you don't want to be associated with that point of view.
No, you don't.
Did you hear what Bill Maher said about you?
Yeah, He said, "You guys are the only good punk group," and now you're just like,
he just drops his head.
We're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
yeah. I love that he went off on like the strike, and then they like he got busted with a photo of him courtside at a Lakers game, literally
Bob Iger or somebody?
with David Zaslav.
Oh, even worse.
Like who is literally his boss.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, okay, you're just.
Well, then as soon as people turn on Bill, then these stories start coming out, like what a creepy, like a bad boss he is.
Yeah.
What is that? Somebody said, a writer said, I was going to get a job writing there, and it paid more than a lot of the other late night jobs. And they said, why? Is it because Bill's so horrible to work for?
Yeah, like that's the vibe coming off this. And I thought the greatest thing, and look, I don't know, maybe we can make this stuff up on Twitter. Somebody said that there was the guy from Maroon 5 has this giant Halloween party at Sportsman's Lodge.
Yes.
I don't know if he does it anymore. He said one of the best things I ever saw was Bill Maher yelling that there was no celebrity VIP line.
Yeah.
And there was.
Yeah.
like
screaming at a bouncer or like
I gotta wait in this. Like I picture him dressed as Dracula.
Yeah.
Now yelling, "Come on, let me in!
Oh,
I gotta get what else would be Frankenstein with 2 bolts?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
He would do like an old fashioned devil costume, maybe.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
And then just one more thing on I don't know if you saw this, if I gave you this update, but we had gotten pretty inside tip that the producer woman was very angry about our parody. I didn't get word about Bill himself, but I can't imagine he was pleased.
This is what I would say. If the producer is mad as this, Bill's not going, I thought it was funny.
No, he's not.